everybody. Now that you're familiar with how to use your curriculum flowchart and your baccalaureate degree plan to help you plan for not only your short-term goal, but for your long-term goal as well, I'm going to walk you through how to tie all these things together to create your course plan. Your course plan is going to be a document. Here, I'll show you. This is an example course plan for the Associate in Arts. Zoom it in here. There you go. This will be the document that you will take to your liaison or your advisor, and you'll use this document to help you register for classes. You should have one sheet that kind of maps out what courses you're going to take, and then make sure that the prerequisites have been researched, you're familiar with that, and you'll work with your advisor on which semester you'll take them. But at least you will have had a plan of which courses you need that will make your, I call it like the cleanest, most streamlined course plan for you that will be the quickest route for you to be able to achieve your goal. So that's what we're going to work on now for this week for this assignment. So let me walk you through that. To get started, you're going to need your curriculum flowchart. If you're in the Associate in Arts program, you're going to need to make sure that you have that CFC. If you're an Associate in Science, you need to make sure you have that document. Just make sure you have the right document. You'll also need your Transfer University BDP, the list of prerequisites that you researched last week. You're going to need to make sure you have those. And then you're going to have to download the correct plan. So you'll see here it says Associate in Arts Course Plan. Make sure you choose the right one because they are different. As you know now, the requirements for each are different. The number of credit hours is different per category. So you're going to want to make sure when you are creating your course plan that you have the right program of study. All right? So once you have all your documents in place, this is how you're going to work through it. And then I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to do enough hopefully just to get you started. So if this is my course plan, I'm going to take a look at the very, well, first of all, I'm going to look at the headings here. Transfer university name. If I were going to transfer to ECU, that's where I would put that. Transfer university major. I want to major in elementary education, for example. And degree, I want to earn my Bachelor of Science degree. Okay, so then here, based on my curriculum flowchart and my Transfer University BDP, these are the courses that you will plan out. For the Associate in Arts, you know that you're going to have to take two Englishes, English 111 and English 112. I'm going to pull this over for just a second. And you'll see that you know English 111 and 112 are required for your associate's degree. Again, here's your curriculum flowchart, Associate in Arts. There's English 111 and English 112. And we know because we've done our research on our prerequisites, I have to take English 111 before I can take English 112. If I look at the BDP, ECU requires English 111, excuse me, English 1100, which is English 111 at the community college level, and they require English 2201, which is English 112 at the community college level. So I know I need to take both of those Englishes, not only for my Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education, but also for my Associate in Arts degree. So I'm going to go ahead and plan those. I'm going to just type them. I know I need to take English 111. Let me zoom that in a little bit more. And I know I need to take English 112. Now, English 111 is the introductory English, and you know that you're going to work with your advisor. If you've already taken English 111, this isn't going to be an issue. If you haven't taken English 111 yet, then you're going to need to work with your advisor because this whether you need a co-rec or not is going to depend on your GPA. and I mean your high school GPA, and possibly other criteria, excuse me. But your advisor will have that information. So if you were to need the COREC, you would say with English 011. So you could just add these little notes. So based on your conversation with your advisor, if you are required to take a COREC with English 111, you would simply just add that there. Okay? So now you go to the next category, your Humanities, Communications, and Fine Arts. You need 9 credit hours. Remember, here's a long pick list. You get to pick from all of these courses, but we don't want to just pick blindly. Like I said earlier, you want to choose wisely. So you're going to, instead of just coming here and saying, okay, well, it says I can take any Communications, Humanities, and Fine Arts. It didn't really specify. You want to look to your BDP and see what do they suggest. Well, they suggest Art 111, 114, or 115. So I'm going to look back here. Can I take for my communications? See, there's the footnote, the little number. So I'm going to come down here to the 1, and I'm going to see, does it are these some options? Yep, here's Art 111, 114, 115. So I could really take any of those, because any of those art classes, if I chose, would count for my associate's degree, and it would also count for my BDP. So I'm just going to say I'd probably go to the course catalog actually and see what the difference between these are. So I might have my course catalog pulled up here, and I might pull up Art 114, and I could read the description and find out, well, what's the difference between Art 114 and what Art 111? So that might help me choose. But I do know from having my CFC out and my BDP that any of these would count. I'm going to research which one I think I would be most interested in and most likely to do well in. And it might be that here I choose Art 111. I see that there's no prerequisite. I might want to double check self-service just to make sure that the catalog is up to date and accurate. But as far as the catalog is concerned, there's no prerequisite. So that's what I'm going to plan for my first Humanities, Communications, and Fine Arts course, Art 111. Let's say I chose, I need another one. Let's say I'm interested in Philosophy 240. Now, does it specify here, if I look back at, I've taken one Communications, Humanities, and Fine Arts, the Art 111. The next semester, it suggests a social behavioral science. Then down here in year 2, it says another Communication, Humanities, and Fine Arts. Again, there's the footnote, which means I could take, technically speaking, any of these classes. And there's Philosophy 240 as an option. But I don't want to just choose it because I'm interested in it. I'm going to say, well, what does my BDP say? Are there any that are specifically or spelled out that they suggest? Well, here it says they suggest English 231, 232, 241, or 242 as my Humanities and Fine Arts. So it probably wouldn't be smart for me to take this Philosophy 240, even though it would count for my associate's degree, because ECU is suggesting that I take either English 231, 232, or 241. So let me check to make sure, does English 231 have a prerequisite? You should already know this by now because you've done your prerequisite research, but let's just check to make sure. English 231, it actually does have a prerequisite. You have to take either English 112, 113, or 114. So if I've already taken English 112 here, then I might take English 231 here with I'm going to say, or I might just put a star here and put prereq is English 112, English 113, or English 114. You could put that in parentheses. You can do it however works for you, but you just kind of want to note. And I might even bold print that because this is obviously one I've already taken. So I might just not even include these and just say English 112 because I will have already fulfilled that prerequisite requirement. So I would choose my next Humanities, Communications, Fine Arts course. Here's the pick list, and I'm just going to keep going through that process. I'm going to look to see what my curriculum flowchart plan. Let me check to see what the BDP is suggesting. Make my choice. Check for prerequisites, and then list them out here. So this way you're planning ahead so that you're going to be able to have this one document that you can share with your advisor. That's a little bit too small. Sorry, guys. And it might be that this plan needs to be altered. It may be that once you have the course plan, the courses listed out, you may find that certain courses are only offered in certain semesters. Say, for example, they're only offered in the fall. They're not offered in the spring. So there may be some, tweaking that you need to do, and you, of course, will talk with your advisor about that. But this is going to be your initial map. It's a place to start so that you can be thinking about the most streamlined, most effective, customized plan just for you. And it will be well thought out because you're using the appropriate documents, your short-term goal and your long-term goal. And by the end of this assignment, hopefully you'll have this document that will be very helpful and very useful in the future. Now, I will say real quickly before I finish, some of you may not be planning to earn your associate's degree. You may be taking just a few classes here at Beaufort, and then when you graduate from high school, you're going to go straight to the university. That's okay. You still need to know where the courses that you are taking will fit into your long-term plan. So let me snap this back over here. If you're not going to complete your associate's degree, you still want to make sure that you map out the courses that you take. How are they counting? How will they count at the university level? Where do they fit into your into this plan? You still want to make sure that you know every course that you take here at Beaufort. How is that counting for you at the university level, right? So you still want to map these out to make sure that you're covering both goals. Okay, that's it for this week. If you have any questions with this assignment, of course, please just let me know. You can email me or call me, and I would be happy to help. Thanks, everybody.